opponents, adversaries, and even long-standing critics pause to celebrate a politician, they reveal something more important than political allegiance. They reveal the character of the man they are honoring. That was the story of Peter Obi's 65th birthday on Sunday. Hello viewers, and welcome to another fresh episode of Celebrity Hot Stuff. You know how we do it here on Celebrity Hot Stuff. We bring you interesting stories about your favorite celebrity. I know you might be asking, is Peter Obi a celebrity? Yes. He is Nigeria's celebrity, and you will agree with me that he has made a mark in Nigerian political landscape, which we'll be looking at today. So on Sunday, His Excellency Peter Obi celebrated 65th birthday. It's really a big milestone, and the celebration came with so many wishes from politicians and governors, former House of Rep members and senators, many of which we'll be looking at today. Don't get too fast. I remain your host, Anyebo Ebere. Let's dive into the discussion. Let us know what you think about these messages in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The former Anambra State governor marked the occasion in his characteristic manner. Of course, we know Peter Obi, spending much of the day with the less privileged and making donations to support the welfare of orphans. Admirable as that was, it was not the defining story of the day. The real story lay elsewhere, in the remarkable outpouring of goodwill that came not only from friends and political associates, but also from rivals and opponents. Messages celebrating Obi poured in from across political spectrum. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, Senator Siraki Dixon, Abia State Governor Alex Oti, and social activist Charlie Boy were among the many prominent voices whose tributes dominated social media. Yet, some of the most striking messages came from individuals widely perceived to be on the opposite side of the political divide. Among them was Reno Omokri. Yes, you heard me right. Nigerian's ambassador designate. In his words, scripture says, Omo, Reno don't turn pastor. Iron sharpens iron, and you embody that. He went further to say that by being active in the political process, you have helped shaping your followers, referring to Obi now, making them more conscious and engaged in the democratic life of Nigeria. For that, you have my admiration. Wow. Just wow. You know, whether one agrees with him or not, Omokri's observation captured an undeniable reality. Yes, Peter Obi has inspired political participations among millions of Nigerians, particularly young people who had previously stood at the margins of the democratic process. You will agree with me. Before the 2023 general election, it was not same. Former Tinubu campaign spokesperson Joseph Ono also echoed the same sentiment. This time, according to him, he said history will remember Obi for awakening the political consciousness of Nigerian youth and inspiring a generation to demand greater accountability and better leadership. I agree. So, Ono went further to say that acknowledging the unprecedented mobilization achieved by the obedience movement while reminding Nigerians that political disagreement should never extinguish personal respect. Very important. In perhaps the most profound part of his message was, he said, our political affiliations may place us on opposing sides today, but our shared brotherhood remains unshaken. He was referring to Peter Obi. The bond we share is stronger than temporary political disagreement. Wow. Those words deserve careful reflection. I agree. Or was Ono's tribute an isolated gesture? You know, across party lines, governors, former ministers, legislators, and political actors who have disagreed sharply with Peter Obi's politics nevertheless found common ground in recognizing his discipline, simplicity, philanthropy, and ability to inspire civic engagement. In a political environment often defined by mutual suspicion and hostility, such messages stood out precisely because they came from individuals who have little political incentives to flatter him. That's the truth. What would they gain in flattering him? Perhaps that is why Charlie Boy's message resonated strongly. In his trademark style, he puts Obi's appeal in simple terms. According to Charlie Boy, he said, "My brother, in a country where people don't stop to they expect anything from their leaders, you somehow make millions believe say better Nigeria still dey possible. Well done." In an era when politics is increasingly framed as warfare and opponents are treated as enemies to be hated rather than fellow citizens to be persuaded, such sentiments are really refreshing. Political contest should not breed enmity or convey to supporters the misleading impression that politics is a battle in which victory requires the destruction of the other. Unfortunately, that is the kind of politics we play here in Nigeria. Democracy flourishes when competition is vigorous but respectful, when differences are passionately argued without personal bitterness. It is a lesson that recalls the philosophy of late Waziri Ibrahim, who famously championed politics without bitterness. His belief was that political rivalry should end at the level of ideas and policies and not descend into personal hostility. The birthday tribute to Peter Obi suggests that this noble ideal remains relevant today. I hope so. Indeed, whether one supports Peter Obi or not, it is difficult to deny the impact he has had on Nigeria's political landscape. His emergence in the 2023 presidential election transformed the national conversation and galvanized millions of Nigerians across age groups, regions, and social classes. More importantly, he rekindled hopes that active citizenship and democratic engagement can still shape the country's future. Whether or not he ultimately becomes president, his place in Nigeria's contemporary political history is already assured. That perhaps explains why even political opponents felt compelled to celebrate him on his 65th birthday. And that may be the most meaningful tribute of all. Happy birthday, Your Excellency Peter Obi, and many, many happy returns from all of us here at True Vision. All right, before we go, we must agree that Peter Obi has played his part in Nigeria's politics. Yes, starting from the 2023 general election, where he came under the Labour Party, and now the 2027 general election, which is few months ahead, and he is contesting under the NDC. Until I come your way again next time, I remain your host, Anyebo Ibere. Keep watching True Vision. Keep watching Celebrity Hot Stuff. Bye for now. Let us know what you think about these messages in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.